30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second race of the Rogue Energy Cup Series. I am your host, Spartan Warrior MSU, also known as Alex Green. I am running solo tonight. My cohort and my partner in the booth, Cade Welty, is out today. He apparently decided he wanted to touch grass and actually instead of actually sitting here and watching the race. It's a big disappointment, I know. So, unfortunately, I'm going to be running this one solo tonight. But today we're changing it up a little bit. We're staying in Daytona, but instead of doing the high banks of Daytona, we are sending it down to the road course today. So the drivers went over. We got them all set up for the drivers to go over. We're going to run the NASCAR Daytona road course with the front chicane. It should be an exciting race. That front chicane, I have a feeling, is going to be causing some issues. So it's going to be really exciting. I can't wait to show you guys. The drivers have been going over and doing testing all day to make sure that they're ready for this kind of high excitement as they go over and try something that's a little bit different than what we're used to. We don't do a lot of road course racing here in the Rogue Energy Cup Series, so this should be an exciting time. We're going to get right into it, so that way these guys have been testing for hours now, and I don't want to hold them up any longer than they need to be. So I'm going to go over here and make sure that they're ready to go. And we'll try to go over and stay everything upbeat, try to keep things moving along here, high pace, with only me in the booth tonight. It should be exciting. It's going to be a challenge, but I'm ready for it. And I'm ready to go over and see what these guys can do here at the high banks of Daytona. So we're just going over, we're making sure that everybody's ready to go. I sent a message out to them. We'll see what happens. But we're going to try and see, try to mix things up a little bit, and we're going to see what's going to go on. So I don't see that they're going to say anything. So I don't believe that we have that rivalry today, because Carter is not going to be here today. Looking at who's all in the race, unfortunately, Carter is not going to be in the race. We had some high excitement last night. I'm going to get these guys into qualifying. So move them up a little bit, and try to do this one a little bit differently. But we did not have we did have some beef. All right. Getting already chewed out. Love it. Real quick. Get good. So, yes, we had some exciting last night with the Player One Coffee Cup Series, or Xfinity Series, where Kyle was dominating the race, the entire race. I think he led by the end. It was 70 laps. But unfortunately, got turned by Carter. Thought he had a spot, stuck his nose in there. A little bit of a racing incident after watching it back last night. And that created a little bit of attention. We thought that we might get some rivalries. There was some trash talking going on post-race and in the Discord server. But unfortunately, Carter was not able to make the race tonight. Pretty sure it's just because he was super duper scared of what Kyle was gonna do to him. So he went over and skipped this race. So unfortunately, we won't get that rivalry tonight. Everybody was looking forward to it in the server. It's just not gonna be able to happen tonight, unfortunately. So hopefully in the future that'll work out really well, and we'll be able to see that going on in races to come. He's already being called out in the Discord server as well. So that's a real shame that we're not going to get that rivalry tonight. I was really looking forward to it. I was hyping them all up, trying to be like, guys, one of you guys go over and do something tonight. So unfortunately, just not going to happen. So Yeah, we're gonna sit here. These guys are going through qualifying right now, but it looks like we got some road course ringers. We have racing tonight. Niall Gallagher and Niall ran in our both of our road course races last year. Dominated in both of them. Was a very strong runner. Is very much a road course ringer. So you're going to see that a little bit tonight. Something a little bit different. So definitely watch out for those. But that first turn one with those high banks, that high speed going into turn one, you're definitely going to want to watch out for that situation, and you're definitely going to want to work out for that front chicane. I guarantee you somebody's going to go over and overshoot that chicane and cause an accident tonight. It's a guaranteed situation. It happens even in the regular racing. So I guarantee you tonight you're going to see something like that happen. So, excuse me, folks. So I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of exciting stuff. It's probably going to get spread out. There's probably going to be some strategy. We do have ×2 on the fuel here in the Rogue Energy Cup Series to try to make it so maybe we have ourselves some green flag pit stops. So that's definitely going to be something we'll want to work out for. To see if we will have some kind of situations of short pitting, trying to go over, just get tires, fuel strategy. I think it's going to lead to a very, very strong strategy-filled race today. I'm very excited for this one. Road course races are something that we want to get more and more accustomed to and doing more here in the Rogue Energy Cup Series. So a little bit different racing. We're going from high banks, high turns, high speeds, bumper to bumper, to situations now where we're going to have fuel strategy, right turns, left turns, and I feel like the restarts are going to be pivotal. Whenever we do have a caution around here, we're definitely going to go over and have situations where we're going to have all these different kinds of cautions. And I forgot one thing here, folks. One moment here. We might have a situation. One moment. Let's see if you can move people from your phone. Oh, I just messaged you, Diesel. I needed you to see. Were cautions supposed to be turned off? I believe that they were. Waiting to see. Okay, got a message here. I don't know. All right, ready, quick. Let me see. Move. Select a channel. Let me see if I can move you over to Hey, can you hear me?
Hello.
I can
Yes,
do
I
it.
can.
Okay. I
There
think
we go. Problem solved.
jump back over there and see if we were supposed to have cautions on. See if I can't remember.
Let me ask.
I can't remember. Uh-oh. We might have had cautions turned on and we weren't supposed to, because that would make it so that way we'd have full course cautions during this race. And obviously we don't want to have cautions if people are just kind of spinning out in chicanes and stuff like that. So we're going to be trying to do some little janky stuff tonight without having my cohort here with me. With Cade, because he decided to go over touch grass instead of being with us, the boys. I know it's terrible, so we're gonna wait and see if we can do this a little bit janky tonight with my phone. Unfortunately, if we click outside the game, we crash the game, and we don't want that to be happening here. So we're gonna wait to see what comes back with Diesel jumping into talk to the rest of the guys and see what they want to do here, because I would rather do what the drivers want to do, make this more enjoyable for them, because along this journey I'm just kind of a broadcaster. I'm just along for the fun. I'm just here to watch these guys do racing. These are some of the better drivers I've seen in NR. There are a lot of talented people here, so I really want to go over and sit and watch these guys do what they do best, which is make some left and right turns. But I know that it's going to cause a lot of havoc out there today with that. We don't do a ton of road course racing with that, so I really want to see if maybe that could cause some different kinds of wrecks, different kinds of strategy, different kinds of rivalries, and see if we can go over and maybe see some people that we normally wouldn't see up in the front. Get themselves out there and having a big race. So we're gonna hold on one moment. We're gonna see if with my good friend here, Diesel, if what he can do, and if he's able to see what we want to do, because there is 15 seconds until qualifying is over. I don't want to sit there and make these guys drag me. Move to broadcast.
Oh, there it is.
There we
Okay.
go.
Well, they're saying that they think that manual on is best
Okay.
because
Well, then we're gonna have to redo qualifying. So I'll restart the server, and then once we get back in, I'll boss myself back
you
up.
want me to do it?
If you want to, so that way,
I'll do it for you.
if you do that, then make sure you boss me as well.
Yeah. Tip: your game won't crash if you drag your mouse over to your other monitor. Click, let the game close on your main, and then do what you're doing, and then just go and click the game open from your taskbar. Let it fully open up before you do or click anything. Let it fully go back to normal, and it won't crash.
That's what it's been doing,
screen.
and it still wants to.
Okay.
It pulls up a fatal error, so
It's the EXEN, sure.
yeah, it just keeps pulling up a fatal error. So yes, yeah, if you can redo it, and then I'll try to get the server back up so I can see chats and stuff in case people are saying stuff. And yes, Jeff, I have now learned I have to have my phone on me at all times today. Got it. So
Flags off, right?
yes, we want yellow flags off.
Okay.
All right. So let's see here. So we're gonna test this out really fast. So I'm gonna click on the server so I can view the chat without having it pulled up on here.
Oh.
So everything's been minimized. All right. Oops. Here. So no yellow flags. Everything. All right. Finish that up and then I'm gonna hop in and take it. All right. So really quick, I'm taking over chat, going back down to the taskbar, pulling up the race, let it fully do its thing. Okay, we got lucky today. All right, I'm in, and I'm actually bossed up still, so we're good.
Okay, boss me and Thuggy.
Okay, I will do that right now. So make boss number 19, and I'm guessing he's running 88.
Yep.
Make
Fanboy.
boss. I know, right? Get a life. All right, there you go. You're both now bossed up too.
Okay, you want to drag me back over?
Yep. One moment. Oh. Take you. Move to. And then Rex race. No. Wrong one.
See you in a bit.
All right. Wreck people. All right, here we go. So yes, I will now hold my phone with me. We'll try to do that every once in a while here to jump and drag people in for interviews now. That's the way we're going to have to do it with the phone. So we'll try to do that stuff while we're going. I'm going to send these guys straight back over to qualifying so that way they can quickly do their qualifying one more time. And then we'll be good to go. And then we'll be finally ready to race. I apologize. We are late by about a half an hour. So as always, this is why you show that the professionals are great at what they do, because they stay on time, they stay on track, and that's why we're not in the booth for realsies. So we're going to try to sit here. I can already see that I've got some issues here, I believe, with the blazing pedals, the GNL-TV, because it is stuck once again in just practice session, but we are into qualifying, so I'm going to try to refresh that. Let's see if we can get this thing to reload correctly. This is the same situation I had last time. Let's see, at 10. So that would have been connected as ID 12. The last one I see is from way back. So yeah, I think the GNL TV has done its thing. All right, let's see if we can try one more time. Yeah, I'm stuck in practice session. So we're gonna kill this. I'm gonna have to do it one more time. I think get back out. Let me see, is it gonna crash? Oh, of course, the one time I don't want it to. I'm okay with it crashing. It does not, because. All right. You gotta try to do some weird stuff here with unfortunately with me see here. Running, and let's see if we can get GNL. Let's see if we can get GNL TV to reestablish itself. All right, we're gonna have to go one more time. Here, I'm gonna have to back out, back in. It is what it is. It's just waiting for NR to be active. It's just the cost of doing business. So we're gonna do this one more time. Let's see, track should load up. Hopefully it loads up and it shows that we're in qualifying. Qualifying session. Okay. I'm going to try to do something here. We're going to do one last thing, and this time I'm going to boss myself. We're going to do something slightly different, and that way we'll hopefully be good to go. One moment, ladies and gentlemen. I think we got this thing. Let's see here. We're going to go sha-sha-sha. Oh, I probably did the wrong thing. Hey, here we go. Yeet. All right. Is this janky enough yet? This is why I have to have Cade. I need my other man in the booth to help me out on this kind of stuff. So hopefully we're good to go. Let me see. Let me know when you guys are all good to go. All right. I think we're good to go. Yes, this is the jankiest broadcast in recent memory. But I think we're finally going to be good to go. We're finally going to have racing here for everybody. And I'm excited to start seeing some guys make some left turns and right turns. So stay tuned in. It's going to be about I believe it's about 70 laps of pure chaos that we're going to have here. Man, I move and I get burpy. So let's see here. Should be a lot of fun here. It looks like right now, as times are starting to flow in, it looks like Niall Gallagher takes the pole here right now at a 151.396. Minnie comes in at second place with the 152.45. Let me see if I can actually now start pulling stuff up here for you guys. Go before green here. Hey, here we go, baby. So as you can see, as we come to the standings, Niall gets first at a 151.396. Minnie comes in at second place with a 152.45. Kyle, who I think is going to be a dark horse here, if you really, my honest opinion, is going to come in at a 152.59. Jeff with a 153.3. Penelix at a 155. So it looks like there's where our gap is right now. But you do have guys like Diesel who haven't qualified. It looks like Arn's going to be in there. Borgish hasn't done some qualifying yet. Carl hasn't done any qualifying yet. So we do have a couple guys, and Thug has not done any qualifying yet. So it looks like right now we're in a spot. It looks like everybody is off track. I think everybody's kind of where they're at. So here in a minute, we're going to get done with qualifying, and we're going to jump into the race. So get yourself strapped in, guys. This is where the race of attrition is going to begin, because if you look here, we have 43 laps. My apologies. 43 laps here around the Daytona road course here at Daytona, Florida. This should be a very, very interesting race here. I cannot wait to see what these guys can do. Some of the best drivers that we have around here. It's going to be very competitive. I have a feeling we got a couple road course ringers in here, so watch out. I have a feeling they could pull away potentially, but this could get very, very interesting very, very soon. So strap in, get set, because we're about a minute away from going over and sending these guys into the race, and then we get ready to actually finally start making some left and right turns. I'm very excited. And this is where we can start to see who might be able to start establishing themselves at the second race of the season, to see who we could have as favorites to actually go over and race for a championship this year. So here we go, 30 seconds down, and then we're going to get ready to go, because let's see, does anybody else? It looks like nobody else is qualified. I think a lot of people are just kind of being like, I'm going to take it easy here. So I'm going to type in heading to race as soon as qualifying is done. Okay. All right. So once this actually goes through, loops itself around. We have a person that has to restart their game. Big sad. All right. Let me know once you are in and good, Kyle. All right, let's see here. We're waiting on Kyle to get in, so we're gonna wait for him to finish this off. Let's see here. Let's get ready. All right. Clear up some stuff here. And then I got the chat ready to go. So that way when we need to start pulling people in to do some interviews, we will be able to do that. We're waiting for, let's see, Kyle is connected. All right, so are we good to go? Okay, heading to race. Good luck. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're heading to the race. Finally, it's race time.
Drivers, to your cars.
Oh, we got some graphical issues here, but that's all right. All right, so let's go over and get ourselves onto the leader once they all start cutting in. All right, so they're going to start here on the backstretch chicane as we get ready for everybody to start filing in, hopefully here very shortly. We're waiting, it looks like, for a couple people to start spawning in. Oh, I can't turn off the racing line. Oh, really? I think I have to do this. Let's do... Start damn engines, baby! Here we go! All right, so we're here to everybody. Let's take off all this stuff. Let's get ready to go. I can already see they're jockeying, letting everybody know how they're going to be going in here once they get to turn one. Turn one is going to be it's going to be a tight one. All right, let's see here. As I go around the track, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. They're making their way around Daytona turns 3 and 4. This is where it's going to get very, very interesting. I can't wait to start seeing these guys go around. We're going to have to look for trouble in the back once we get through there, but this is going to be a race of attrition. You're just going to have to conserve those tires. Watch your fuel. Stay out of trouble. Make sure that you don't push the car too hard. Overdrive corners, slide them. As those tires begin to wear, go over and make sure that you're not going to go over and put yourself in a bad spot going and put yourself into a really bad position where potentially you go over and ruin the car. It's going to be crazy. So here they go as the pace car goes off, and we come back as they drive through the pace car peels off. They head into the restart zone. And we are green flag racing here at the Daytona Road Course. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're through the first lap here at the Daytona Road Course. As they go over and they make themselves. We looked like we had a couple people that went over and ran a little bit wide there at the. Oh, we already got trouble. We got trouble. We got Jeff going off the trails. Oh, we got a lot of people just going over. We got Diesel going off the course already. That's what I'm telling you about. That turn one was going to be dangerous. It was going to cause some issues. It looks like everybody's kind of got themselves back together, and we all stay green flag. Looks like Neil goes over and goes a little bit wide. Minnie's trying to stay. You know, there is that runoff. There is no track limits like there is in like IndyCar. You just watch those guys. They're just sliding all over the place. Oh, there goes Arn. There goes Arn. Just overdriving the corner. Just trying to send a little bit too hard, too early. Oh, there goes Thug. Thug also going over, overdriving that corner just a little bit. I think this is going to be a continuation. You're going to see this all race long where these guys go over and just overdrive these corners just a bit too much, trying to get every inch that they can. All right, let's go back up here with the leaders really fast because it looks like they've already starting to. Looks like Neil's already got himself out to about a quarter-second lead as they go over here and head down to the bus stop. This is another one. If you're not careful, you can overdrive it. All right, as they go over, let's start watching everybody as they kind of go through the bus stop really fast, just to make sure everybody gets through this cleanly. Because you can catch one of those rumble strips, and right there you could overdrive the corner just a little bit and cause some issues. So it looks like, we did see Aiden already have himself a little bit of trouble. Looks like Carl's also been having a little bit of trouble going through here because he's well off the pace right now. He's about 25 seconds off. So we're gonna jump right back over here to the leaders as they go back through, get through the first chicane, get through that front stretch chicane, and have themselves back around. We get another lap green. This is where we're going to start to see, as people, you're going to start seeing who are the front runners. The two guys in first and second are definitely going to be right now people you're going to want to keep your eye on. They're most likely going to be our race leaders. Like I said, Neil is a road course ringer. He's been to our Sonoma race. He went to our Watkins Glen race. He definitely just runs mainly does our road course racing, and he is a ringer, always up in contention for the win. We come back down here to Jeff really quick. Looks like he's having himself just trying to take it easy. We got Kyle in the Chick-fil-A car this week, out of his Busch car from last week. Picks up Chick-fil-A as a sponsor for this week. Looks like we got Arn and his lovely rear quarter panel numbers. Those are just glorious. I know that Thug, when he sees those. Oh, we got, speaking of the devil, goes over and he's driving the 88 Go Daddy car. Overdriving these corners a little bit. Looks like he's just having a little bit of trouble finding those braking points and nailing those. It just seems like he's off by just a little bit. So we're going to have to see if, as the race goes on, he starts to pick those up. And if he goes over and make sure that he keeps the track out. Oh, there we go. Penalix with a little bit of a slide. Those are going to hurt those tires, though. You really want to conserve your tires here while you're going down the road course. Because there's going to be some long runs. Because we do not, unlike any other track on the season, we do not have the yellow flags that we can just you can be accustomed to, and they're not auto. We are doing manual cautions for this race, so you know that people could get themselves in situations where they put themselves in a bad spot because they could spin out. But if it's a single car spin and you're all by yourself and you're just kind of spin out because you overdrive a corner, braked a little too hard, something along those lines, a caution will not get thrown. If you're out of the racing line and you're out of the way and it doesn't involve anybody else, we won't throw a caution for this race. We're going to try to keep it green, going to try to do some long green flag runs. As we watch, as Neil just kind of is driving away right now, you can tell he's just under control. He's got this thing right now. He's taking it easy around these corners. He has very good braking points. As he's just trying to sit here, and you can already tell he's just trying to take it easy as he goes around the corners. He's just very smooth, right through there with his shifts, taking it easy, just kind of keeping Minnie at bay. I mean, Minnie's right now sitting about a second and a half back with that last lap. Was sitting about a second and a half back, so he's just trying to take it easy. You can tell he's just kind of chilling, which is what you really want to do here at the Daytona Road Course. Just don't overdrive it because those tires will begin to wear. They will have issues as the run goes along. We're going to go here to the back of the pack, actually, because let's start going through the field. Oh, here we go. We got a little bit of racing here. Let's cut back over here to the race for third place between Jeff and Kyle. Kyle's going to be driving right now with a lot of head of steam. He knows that most likely he's going to have a really difficult time of getting up to the front and racing for the win. But if he can go over and get himself into third place, that is a significantly good race right now. Let's go over and cut to the helicopter cam. Watch these guys from above as they go around the high banks of Daytona 2 right now, going down the backstretch. Kyle's trying to find a spot, but they're coming up here. He's going to try to dive bomb him, going into the bus stop. No, he took it easy. Went over and he didn't dive bomb it yet. Goes into the grass a little bit, trying to be really aggressive on those curbs. You want to be careful though. They will come up and grab you if you go over and you take those a little bit too rough. But he goes right now. He had a good run off. He's going to be sitting there right on the quarter panel of Jeff. As they come out of Daytona turn 4 of the Hyde Banks, and they come to the front stretch chicane. This chicane is so tough because it has a very tight curve right here. It's super tough. Gets right to the back bumper, but because of that, Jeff gets a really good drive off the corner as they head now back over to the start-finish line. So we're going to go over here really quick. Cut back over and see how they go into turn 1. Jeff cuts to the wall there a little bit. There is damage, unlike where we were at Daytona last week, where we did not have damage on here for the race. We do have moderate damage on here. So if you go over and you junk your car going in and you hit the wall hard, that will significantly damage your car. And it could lead to you having be retire early. So we're looking right now. It looks like Borges just now has moved himself back into last place. I'm seeing. Looks like he's about a whole minute back. So let's hurry up. Let's go through the field really quick. Let's cut back up. Let's see how the race are first. They're staying about the same. This is going to be very interesting. I think Vinny has a chance to maybe hang with him. Neil is very much a road course ringer here. Like I've said, like probably for like the 60th time today. But if Vinny can stick with them, that would be really interesting because it looks like we're going to go back to the field a little bit. Looks like they've kind of tamed down. But Penelix and Thug right now are got a little bit of a race going on. And Diesel's caught Arn. So we got some racing in the mid-pack going on right now, which should make for some great... this is probably where we're going to be keeping a lot of attention here throughout the middle part of this race. As you see Minnie in the background, that is such a cool shot watching him drive it down, coming out of turn 2. Oh, Arn squeals the tires there a little bit. He's really pushing. See, this is where I think Diesel's going to just try to sit here and just put on just enough pressure just to make Arn a little bit nervous to go over and just cause a little bit of an issue for him. That's all he's trying to do, is just create a little bit of an issue for him. So that he can go over and really just kind of bug Arn, I feel. All right, as they come into the bus stop, you can really, takes a lot of curbing there to slow that car down. They're really aggressive through that bus stop. You wonder if, as the race goes on and these tires get worn down, if that's really going to significantly hurt the drivers as they go through here. Here as we go. Oh, we got a race going on right now through the front chicane. They're locking up back there. We got a race. This is something I think right here. Penelix is a driver who I believe is just underrated in his driving. He was a very, very competitive driver all last season. Always was kind of like one of the leaders of the mid-pack. And I think he's a guy that if you don't go over and respect him and respect the skills that he does carry here in our, that he is somebody that will go over and race you hard. Oh, as I also see, we got racing all over the place here. Let's hurry up and, oh, we already got Carl's already into the pits. I don't even see him. I wonder what's going on. Did he have an issue, I wonder? This is where I wanted to see. We got racing back up here again. These guys have just been after it today. All right, here we go. Let's go watch them as they go through the hairpin. To go, ooh, Jeff really sliding those tires. See, this is what I'm talking about. If you don't take care of those tires, you really push it hard at the beginning, this could lead you having to, really wearing those tires down, having a big trouble. All right, here we go. This is where we're going to have some interesting stuff. Kyle, right to the back bumper of Jeff. He cuts it down low as we come into the bus stop. He's going to go over and he's going to dive bomb it in. Here we go. Here we go. Who's going to give? Is anybody going to give? Kyle sending it through the bus stop. Jeff has to cut through the corner a little bit. And there we go. We have our first big pass. Kyle being aggressive. Really trying to send it through there and just really getting on it. But now we go over and as we watch as now Jeff goes over and is starting to get pulling away a little bit. Oh, no. He's going to really send it down deep here. Let's hurry up and try to cut back. Get a good angle. Ooh, oh, no. Jeff into the wall. Jeff into the wall. That is going to leave some damage on the car. He overdrove and caught that front chicane and already is in trouble. How much damage is on that car? We're going to try to hurry up and get on board with Jeff here in one moment. Let's cut over to the Jeff onboard cam. Oh, he's having more trouble. Jeff's all over the place. Jeff's having major trouble. Let's cut to the onboard for Jeff really quick. All right, we're on Jeff's onboard camera as he drives his Michelin Tire. Oh, Carl! Carl's around! Carl is around! Carl's having a rough race here. I feel really bad for the Pockus Grand Prix driver. Really struggling on this road course. Let's just ride around with Jeff here a minute and see how he's kind of, see if we can hear the tires squealing, missing any shifts, anything crazy like that after that. Oh, big lockup by Kyle. Big lockup by Kyle. That's going to cost him. Oh, but Jeff runs wide. Took it a little bit. Caught that curb. He's getting a little bit loose. Oh, this is some interesting racing right here. Interesting. All right, let's watch as Jeff now comes down here to the bus stop. See, oh, another huge lockup from Kyle. He's really burning up those tires if he's not careful. All right, Jeff's going over. Oh, we do have a caution being thrown. I do see that we do have a caution being thrown for Carl. So it is a race back to the line. I believe we're going to be probably throwing that caution for Carl having his issue. So they're racing back around here. Let's just stick with Jeff as we go to the front stretch. He goes through the chicane, takes it in deep, but he already knows. Just take it easy. Nobody's catching you. You're going to get yourself. It looks like we made it through a couple laps here. As they are now underneath yellow. We did make it through 8 laps of our 43 there, as we get ready to go right around on caution here for a little bit. All right, as they ride underneath caution, let's just try to go back, and I believe that we're going to try to go over and grab a replay here.
Now that's a lot of damage.
Oh no. Oh no. I believe our game has crashed. Thank you so much, Chris, for the raid. I think our game has just crashed. I think we just had an issue. Let's see if we can switch any of our stuff. Let's see let's see us really quick. What has crashed? I believe our game has crashed. Oh no. Oh no, we are in trouble right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are in trouble. It has. Our game has crashed. Our game has crashed. Oh no, we have fallen through. Oh no, we have crashed. Oh no. Let's see if we can get back into the game really fast and get caught back up. All right, here we go, really quick. Let's see here. But while we're at it here, really quick, we might as well just go over and let's fix some stuff while we're at it here. We already saw that our yellow flag is not appearing like it should be, so let's fix this really quick here. Let's just fix some stuff here while we're at it here. Yes, look at this nice little pink stuff right there. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Here we go, really fast. Let's go back to the main broadcast because I do see that our yellow flag is not popping up, unfortunately, as we need it to. So let's fix some stuff while we're here. Let's get that lap counter fixed as we won't be running over 43 laps. So there we go. Oh, that's much more beautiful. And let's fix our really quick here. Let's fix our lap, our flag issue here. Let's revert this thing back through, and let's get this thing fixed while we're working on it here. So hang in with me there, folks. We're gonna go over and reset some stuff here. Ooh, look at that. That's beautiful. Gorgeous. And we're gonna take it easy here. Watch how all the things that we do for this lovely broadcast. Again, second broadcast of the season, second broadcast thing I've ever done in my life. So going through some growing pains. Definitely going to keep working on things, though. Want to go over and make this into something very cool, very, very big as we keep on working through everything here. So bear with us. I appreciate everybody just kind of taking it in and just hanging in with me there, as I also have to run this one all by myself today for the very first time. No Cade Welty, who frankly has done a lot of this building up for this, and I appreciate everything that Cade has done for us as we continue to keep trying to build on the broadcast. So I apologize that we don't get to see the yellow flag, the pit stops. I know that those are always exciting to see whose pit crew's really on top of it today. But hopefully this will be the last issue that we can experience the rest of the race, and we can go through the rest of the way underneath. All right, let's see where we're at here. Let's get that thing. Let's get that flag right where it needs to be. What do you say? Well, that's not where it needs to be. All right, one moment. We're almost there. We're almost there. That'll work. That'll work for right now. Let's get back to racing. Sergeant Cross, also, thank you so much for the follow. I apologize. It looks like also our alert box doesn't want to come up during the broadcast, but welcome to the Sparty Party. Much appreciated. We're going to come back through here. Let's see if we can't get ourselves into some multiplayer here. And we do get ourselves back in. That's okay. That's okay. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I got to get better at this. This is just something I'm going to have to keep working on.
Drivers, to your cars.
Let's see if we can't get caught back up here. Let's get back up here with the leaders. All right. Let's get ourselves. Now that we're back to where we need to be. There we go. The yellow flag's out there really quick. And let's see if we can get ourselves back to where we need to be. Let's get this thing. There we go. All right. Let's get back up here. There we go. We're back, baby. We're back. And here we go. Let's just make sure that nobody's posting anything in here. I will be grabbing people. We'll have to use my phone. We're going to go a little janky here as we don't have Kate here to pull people in and talk to anybody. We're going to use my phone to drag people in and do mid-race interviews. Looks like we're going to keep the racing line on because I have to get in the car to do that. So my apologies if I hit the R. It doesn't go away. You have to be in the car to make the racing line go away. So as we continue to keep working through things in the broadcast and working on my NR, we were planning on having this all work through last night, but unfortunately, our IT specialist decided that he actually needed to do schoolwork, so made it so it was a little difficult. So we're gonna do some stuff here. We're gonna watch these guys go through, and it looks like probably Carl was trying to take the wave around a little bit here. We're gonna watch these guys go as they come out of the bus stop and head around turns 3 and 4 on the oval. We're going to watch them come back to green and see if we can't get another. I mean, we made it roughly about 8 laps. We made about 7 laps, 8 laps on this run. So let's see if it continues. And hopefully we also did not lose our lap counter and everything, because that would be very, very disappointing. All right, looks like Minnie is working to try to do some end of the longest line stuff here. All right, so we're going to cut over to, actually, let's cut back up here to the leaders as they come back around. And here we go. We are green flag racing back here at Daytona. All right, let's watch Minnie drive it really deep. As you can see, he's even got some damage there on the side of his car. So it looks like he's already been trying to send it pretty hard. Let's cut this back over here as they come around. Yeah, it looks like our GNL TV is also now on the fritz. So we'll try to wait till around to the next caution to try to fix that. I swear to you, we are not still on a yellow flag. All right, here we go. So looks like there's probably some strategy here as they come around to the hairpin. I'm trying to stay on top of this and also watching around for the back, because this is where a lot of these kind of issues begin. You start seeing some guys overdrive it. I think we just saw some incidents back in there. Let's see as we go back around. No, it looks like, oh, we do have Carl. Looks like Carl's just a little bit off the pace. So looks like Parker's Grand Prix is just having a bit of a rough race here today. Now this is where we're going to really see how good Minnie is as we go over. And now that he's got clean air, he's out in front. Is he going to be able to go over and hold off the likes of Neil and Kyle as they go down into the bus stop? This is where I just feel like this is where a winning move is going to be made today. I just feel like this is where a big pass is going to be. Whether or not it's the winning move, or if it's just somebody going over and making the big move we watched with Kyle through there. I just feel like that's where the big moves are going to happen today. Not so much on the on turn 1, and not so much up here on the front stretch chicane. I feel like that's where we're going to have them. Back near the bus stop. All right, here we go as they come through the bus stop. Or through the front chicane. My apologies. All right, let's go to helicopter view as they come around here to the start-finish line. Let's go over and watch the leaders one lap from above and see how Mini goes over and takes it through. As they head down in here to turn 1. You really got to be careful. Don't overcook it. Oh, Kyle almost overcooks it into Mini. But he really sends it. This is all Kyle's getting aggressive early here. Believes that I only thing I can think of is he's thinking that right now is his time to go over and make his move if he's got any shot at getting the win. All right, so Mini takes the easy line, but Kyle takes the really aggressive line. Really going to use all of that concrete as they go over. Head out of there. As they now head down, and they're about to head back out onto the actual... Oh, no, we're not there yet. Okay, I know where we're at. We're at the next hairpin. Kyle's really arcing that turn in, trying to get that drive off. He does. Oh, but he gets a little bit loose. A little bit too much power into the wheels as he goes there. This is where Kyle locks up a lot, though. Oh, Mini goes off. Mini overdrives the corner. Mini overdrives the corner. And here we go. Kyle's now up to first. This is where Kyle... Oh, hi, Blimp. We're over here on turns, coming off of turn 2 off the banked Daytona road part of the road course down here to the backstretch. But this is where Neil is going to be in his element. He's going to be conserving those tires. Kyle's pushing very, very hard here to start off. And if you don't take care of those tires, this is where situations like that. See, look how hard he's driving over those chicanes. He's having all these issues. Oh, as we have Aiden manually disconnect from the race. Oh, where'd Neil go? Where'd Neil go? Wow. Okay, hold on here, folks. Could Kyle? Kyle, of all people? Kyle's having one heck of a race. Oh, almost kisses it there. Oh, Jeff in the background locking it up. See, that's where you're also going to be careful. This front stretch chicane is you're going to have lots of issues with that, I feel. Ooh, Neil. Oh, Carl. Oh, hold on here. We did have Carl. Carl is slow on the backstretch. Oh, Carl has blown it up. I see the smoke. I see the smoke. Carl has blown it up. I think Carl is done for the day. Like I said, this is a race of attrition. You just got to make sure that you don't use up your... Oh. Let's see if we get a good angle here. Here they come. Down, headed out. Headed to that big hairpin. This is where Kyle was having all of his... was moving up. That's where he was making his moves, putting the pressure on Mini. But looks like Neil's return in the favor. As they come down here, as they get ready to head back out of the banks of Daytona. There's the lockup. I've watched Kyle lock up there quite a few times because you can go over. Ooh, Kyle really having some issues there. Oh, it looked like he was getting real slow there for a minute. I thought we had another engine issue, but looks like he's all right. They come around the banks of turns 1 and 2 here at Daytona. Neil right on his back bumper. This is where it's going to happen. Here he goes. They come down to the bus stop. Is he going to underbrake him? Ooh, Kyle really sending it. They're really fighting here for the lead. Overdriving here. Coming back out onto turns 3 and 4 of Daytona. This is another braking spot, though. Here we come up to that front chicane. If Neil's right there, he could try to overbrake on him and really cut underneath him. Let's see. Here we go. No, he takes it easy this time. He knows that that's just not the move. That's not the move right now. Let's go back up here. But now he's got the run. He had a much better chicane than Kyle. They come side by side, coming into one. Oh, Kyle backs it off. But now he catches it. Oh, Neil. Going a little wide. Going a little wide. Gives Kyle plenty of room. But he's going to have... But now he's got the... Oh, he's got the preferred line coming out of there. Coming through those little S's. And now Neil back into the lead. It took him a couple laps longer than I thought it would. But he did get himself back into the lead over the time. He's just... This is going to be the guy to watch today. He's just... This is where his element is. He's come always back here to to the Rogue Energy Cup Series to just run the road courses. He really enjoys them, and this is where I just think that he's just going to be in his element. Now that Kyle's kind of used up his tires, I feel he's going to start to have some fall off as they go back around. All right, no, he goes a little bit off. Let's watch this for a little bit longer before we start going back through the field and see where everybody's at. Let's start kind of watching everybody. Let's see if Kyle really tries once again to push really hard and get up to the front. All right, as they come up to the bus stop, really gets on the brakes there hard. Breaks it down. Really getting over those curbs, getting real aggressive, hitting them hard. But damage is on here, so you really wonder, could there be damage if you go over and you hit those things really hard? If you're hitting those hitting the turtles, hitting all those kind of things, hitting all these, everything that's in the way to go over and slow these guys down, you wonder, could that cause damage in the EXE and make it so that way, ooh, really sliding around that front chicane? You wonder if that could start to cause some damage. All right, here we go. Let's start going through the field here a little bit. So we have Kyle running in second, Minnie running in third. Oh, we just lost. Jeff is running in fourth. Thug is running in fifth. Stop cutting. We got Pedalex running in sixth. Arn running in seventh. Diesel running in eighth. Borg running in ninth. And right now Carl is just chilling in the pits. We've had Aiden disconnect. So we only have 10 racers right now running the road course. You always know that you're going to get a couple people that always love road course racing and love to go over and push to the extreme. But you also know that there's a lot of people that are a little bit more hesitant to run road courses because it's just a different type of driving. It's not just make left and right turns, but there's a lot more braking. There's a lot more saving those tires in a different way, different kind of braking, different kind of, how to save fuel, how to save your tires. It's just a different way of driving and where to really push and where to really hold off. So we didn't have as many people, unfortunately, driving as we did in the Rogue 500, but that is to be expected as it is, our Super Bowl. Oh, really quickie. Let's get back to the field. We just watched Thug. Thug is somebody I thought would be a little bit better running this kind of racing. He's somebody I just thought he would be a little bit farther along. I don't know if he's just saving his tires and just trying to stay out of the way, which it sounded like I was hearing some rumors from his team owner that in their communications before the race today, that Thug was just going to try to take it easy and not tear up his stuff. He really feels like he has a chance at winning the championship this year. So I think that he was just going to try to take it easy, but I still felt like he would be farther along up here and maybe trying a little bit harder to hang. I thought that competitive edge would just get to him a little bit more, but unfortunately it just doesn't look like he's just going to re-ride around and just trying to take it easy as we're on right now, coming up to lap 15 of 43 here. So we are about a quarter of the way through, or about a third of the way through this race. Let's cut around. Let's go over and try to get on. Looks like Carl has also had to manually disconnect from the race. The damage was just too much, and he is unfortunately done for the race today. So that only leaves us with 9 racers still running around on the road course right now. Let's try to go over and get on board with Minnie here really quick, and right around with him for a lap or two as he races here with Kyle. Oh. All right, let's see where he's trying to. So he's trying to, he's just hitting. We do have the best. Oh, there we go. Watching Kyle. See, Kyle is really burning up those rear tires. I really feel like this isn't the strategy to do. As we start to have people drop out of this race, now that we're down to 9 racers left in the race, I really feel like this is not the way to go, as he's going to start experiencing issues with those tires, because we are going to have some green flag pit stops if this thing continues to go green. As he now goes through, fairly smooth through the bus stop here. A little bit of the grass, but not a big deal. As they get back up here onto Daytona banked 3 and 4. So I feel like Minnie right now is just trying to save some tires. I just have that feeling. All right, here they go. They're coming up. Going through the front chicane. Drops it back down into first gear. Takes it easy over the rumble strips. Ooh, a little bit of a slide there. Jumps it up to second gear. let's just take it quiet. Let's just ride around for Mini with one lap. Well, that was one eventful lap to follow Mini around with. They got really close with each other, really fighting with each other. I thought that Kyle kind of overdrove some corners. I thought that was where Mini was going to make his move, get to his inside and make that move, but just not there yet. We're definitely going to have to be watching. This is going to be a battle. I feel like that's just going to continue on and on throughout this race. As we cut back over here to the audience cam here as they go back down, and ooh, they're getting tight. You almost wonder, is there gonna be a move? Is there gonna be a bumper where maybe Kyle goes overdrives a corner, Mini overdrives a corner, brakes a little bit sooner than he was thinking, something along those lines. This is where Mini was a little bit stronger last time. Right here, Kyle seems to be locking up and having a real struggle here, getting back out onto. See, there he goes again. He's just sliding those tires, trying to go over and get back out here on turns 1 and 2, banked 1 and 2, outside of after getting out of the infield. Kyle just seems to be having some issues. All right, Mini is right up to that back bumper. Is he going to go over and dive it into the bus stop? Here we go. This is his moment. Or is he going to back off? He's kind of hinting at it, but no. Oh, there's a little bit of contact. Little bit of contact there. Pushing Kyle a little bit harder. Can Kyle save it? He can. Kyle keeps it straight as they go back out onto turns 3 and 4 on the bank part. Wow. Great car control on the fact of Kyle. Kyle's really out here, really driving the wheels off of this thing, trying to go over and put up a really strong. If he could be the first of the non-road course ringers, that is going to be an impressive day for Kyle. This is somebody that we didn't really know how he was going to handle road course racing. But especially after the disappointment of losing the Kentucky race yesterday and having to fly all the way down here to Daytona, really cheesed off, really hoping that he was going to be able to race. Ooh, Carter, who was the one that wrecked him for the win last night. Oh, Kyle, can he save it? He saves it and stays in second place. Unbelievable car control right now from the driver of the 4 Chevy Camaro. Wow. He is slipping, sliding. He is using every bit of those tires. If you thought Kyle was going to save his tires, you don't know this man. There is no saving these tires. He is driving the wheels off this thing. He is sliding all over. It's like it's the last lap to this man. Unbelievable driving. You wonder how it's going to affect him in the long run, but he continues to keep doing it. And he's staying in front of Mini. Mini just seems to not be able to get around him. And every time he gets to that spot where you think you're going to be able to finally do it, Kyle battles back. Here they go. Coming around banked 1 and 2. Heading back down to that bus stop. This is where I wonder if Minnie's finally going to go up and go, okay, I've got to get around him. He sees that Neil's driving off. He knows that if he has any chance, he needs to get around Kyle. He believes that he's going to be the stronger car. Is at some point he going to finally put the bumper to Kyle or try to do something crazy to get around him? No, he drives right up to his back bumper. Here he goes. Here he goes. Around the outside. Around the outside. Can he get there? He's like right on that corner. He just can't get the speed to get around Kyle. Oh, into the wall there a little bit. As they calm down here to the front chicane. Kyle overdrives the corner. Oh, he's coming to pit road. He's coming to pit road. We got green flag pit stops, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag pit stops here for Kyle. All right, let's hurry up and jump on board with Kyle as he comes in for his pit stop. Let's see if he has any sort of issues coming into the pit stop here. Our first round of green flag pit stops have begun. It looks like we also have somebody in the back there. Might be Arn also coming in and pitting. All right, looks like right now everything is going smooth as he's got the right sides going on. They got the right sides on. They're headed over to the left sides. Jacking the car up as he's going over. Waiting. The long agonizing wait. Guns it, and away he goes. Kyle used up those tires. He's probably going to be trying to do a little bit of the undercut here. This is one of Kyle's favorite moves, is the short pit. Let's see if it works out for him. He's gonna stay on the lead lap because this is the Daytona road course. It is a long road course here, so he's gonna have plenty of time to stay on the lead lap. It's now getting those tires up to the heat, getting them up, getting those pressures up, and now getting back up to speed, and then trying to run these next couple laps as hard as he physically can to try to see if he can go over and shortcut a couple of these guys as they go around and also get ready to do their green flag pit stops. All right, let's start cutting back through here to the field. All right, so we got Borg. Oh, it looks like the 5 car is about to come to pit lane. I'm getting the word over the radio that the 5 car is about to head into the pits. Let's cut right around with Jeff as he gets ready to go over and gets himself some new Michelin tires. He is part of the Michelin program here. Not running Goodyears, having a little strike with Goodyear. Kind of going with Thug on that one, being like, screw Goodyear. We're not doing this kind of stuff. We don't believe in your tire. So here we go. Here comes Jeff. Coming through the front chicane as he dips down. Coming into pit road here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's watch as he goes through the pits. Make sure you want to go over and keep it around 55. You don't want to speed here. If you speed here, this is your money. These are the money stops, these green flag pit stops. Looks like also we have mini pitting as well. These are your green flag pit stops. You've got to hit these things perfect. Oh, looks like all of our leaders are pitting right now. Looks like Neil and Minnie are pitting. As Neil peels off. Here, let's ride around with Neil for a moment here. Neil really trying to get these things up to temps here. Let's pull up our... Alright, looks like Neil is still up here in... Oh, you cannot... Unfortunately, you won't be able to see this part, but looks like Neil is still in first place. Got himself a little bit of a lead here as they start heading around. We are on lap 20. We're getting close to about halfway through this race. As it looks like we have... a couple of cars that are out of this race. Looks like the 3 car of Carl has gone over and retired. Looks like the 89 car actually did not retire. It looks like he actually got in a massive accident and was not able to stay. And looks like Borg is 1 lap down right now. Let's ride around and with our leader. Have not really been able to talk with him much. As he's been just kind of just minding his own business. We followed him there at the restart, but he's been minding his own business, just taking care of the car, driving a smart race. And Borges only has 4th gear. Wow. We're having mechanical troubles all over the place. That's the thing about these road courses. Yes, you can money shift it. You can't go over and have that money shift, go over and tear up all your other gears. And if you don't have those gears to get through with all these upshifts and downshifts, it's going to make for a very, very, very long day. Ooh, clicked the wrong camera there, folks. There we go. Look at Neil, just kind of manages his own stuff, just kind of taking it easy. as he crosses the start-finish line as we head over to lap 21. Taking it easy into turn 1. Looks like he's about to catch Borgish here in a moment. You do feel for Borgish. Really good driver. Unfortunately, kind of got yesterday got involved in an accident. No wrongdoing of his own. Has yours truly go over. I lost talent and took him out. He nosed into the wall and he was just never able to recover. As it looks like he's just going to kind of get out of the way here and go another lap down. It's a real disappointment to watch Borg just have to kind of just race this one through and not have a really good shot. Really competing with anybody, unfortunately. Just makes it so it's a really long day when you know you just can't go over. You're just logging points at this point. Oh, and it looks like also the 20 car has been in an accident at some point during this race. He has no ass end. Or no, I gotta get fined for that one. Already doesn't have the back end of this car, so at some point he has definitely backed this one into the wall. Probably, knowing Arn, probably pushing the car a little bit too hard and probably caught one of those curbs and shot that thing around. Let's see if we can catch up with anybody else. Looks like, let's see how the 19, looks like the 19's got a little bit of right side damage there. Just a tad. Looks like it's just basically rubbed the vinyl off of this car. He's looking like he's in pretty good shape though. He's just kind of minding his own business, driving around right now. It looks like he's trying to catch back up to the 70 of Penelix. Penelix is just, look at how clean that car is compared to everybody else. There's no scrapes on the car. It's a beautiful car. Great design by him. He's just kind of just driving around, mind his own business. You gotta like that. Your team owner is gonna really enjoy the fact that the car is just clean. We don't have to rebrand it. We don't have to go over and take anything. Take the gears out of it like Borgish's car, rewrap it. They're going to really enjoy the fact that this car is clean right now. Let's see if we can keep it that way as we're about halfway through this race. All right, let's cut back to a little bit more action here. As it looks like the 5 of Jeff and the 84 of Minnie are kind of getting into a little bit of a tussle here. Let's see as they go over and they're actually fighting for, it looks like 3rd place right now. Sitting quite a few seconds behind Kyle as Minnie now gets by. I wonder if the undercut really worked out for Kyle. Look at the distance he's put himself up. That's Borg right there. You don't even see Kyle right now from where they're at. That's impressive. It looks like it got himself out to about a 15-second lead. Unfortunately, you can't see it on the broadcast, but it's about a 15-second lead over Minnie right now. Let's see if that undercut really pays off, because they're gonna have to stop at least one more time. They're gonna have to stop at least one more time to go over and get new tires, fill this thing back up to get to the end. So if this thing stays green for the rest of this race, it's gonna make it so that way. You really got to nurse those tires. Let's hurry up and get back to the field here as we see that the 19 is also now pitting. So let's go over and jump on with him as he goes over and gets through his pit stop. Let's go in. Let's jump on board here. Let's follow behind Diesel here as he gets himself all fueled up. You know what? We could be getting one of those infamous NASCAR's board. Let's throw a caution as it's raining out in turn 2. Let's have another one of those infamous ones from the last time NASCAR ran the Daytona road course as Diesel gets ready to be put down a lap. Trying to hurry up, get through here. This turn is tight and it's really, if you don't go over and do this correct, you'll have a bad time. So he gets through here. Now he can get back on the gas. Let's see. And it looks like he does have Kyle behind him, but he's got a little bit of a distance, so he can kind of have some time, warm those tires up, and see if he can fight for his lap back here. And you know what? We haven't ran around with Diesel yet today. Let's go over and hop on the Bass Pro Shop on board here with Diesel, and take a lap around here with him as well. and I'm hearing that Borges just even lost his last gear. So we're gonna go over here and try to. After having that on board, let's go over here and let's get back into the race and let's try to go over here and catch up to Borges here really fast. Looks like Borges is now stuck going. It looks like he's just stuck going backwards. That is going to be the end of the day for Borges. He can only drive in reverse, and at some point, the race officials will go over and be able to disqualify him. And unfortunately, that's going to be the end of the day for the 2 car. He's just going to try to ride around here as much as he can before the end here. He's just delaying the inevitable, unfortunately. Let's see how long he can go as driving in reverse before the stewards step in and disqualify him from this race. It's a real shame. Once you lose those gears and have those money shifts where you lose all your gears, it just makes it so that way it's just not a fun day. It's just not a fun day. There's just no other way of putting it. Here, we'll watch this way so we can see him as he goes around. As he gets out of the way for all the rest of the drivers. Tries to stay out of the racing line here. Going in reverse. And it's a real shame that this is a beautiful paint scheme for the Steak and Shake number 2 Ford Mustang. As he tries to, we're going to try to be his eyes here as he goes backwards as long as he can. This is heartbreaking. Oh, look at the flaps are up, trying to slow the car down even more. All he can do is just drive around in reverse at this point. Inevitably, he will just pack it up and say enough is enough, unfortunately. And that will be the end of Borges' day. Oh, here he goes. He's going to try to do it. But he's going to be right in the way here. Here comes Penelex. Can he get out of the way? Can he get out of the way? He does get out of the way. Oh, boy. Penelex is going to try to give him a little bit of a bump. Penelex is like, all right, I'll try to give you a little bit of a bump draft to get you out of here. There's some sponsorship time for Red Dragon there. Ah, what a shame. What a shame. And he'll be stuck going about 20, 30 miles an hour the rest of the race. That's a real shame for Penelex. Let's ride around with Penelex for a little bit. We haven't been able to ride around with him. Let's do a little bit of a follow action here. Let's go with some GTA style. Follow him around here as we are now. I know the ticker has gone wrong, but we are 25 out of our 43 laps complete here, and we are under the green flag as we continue to keep driving around. Let's cut back over here to some TV. Our TV cameras here as he comes down to the front chicane. Gets, can he save it? Can he save it? He does save it. Gets on the brakes, has to lock it up a little bit, but does save it as he goes over and he runs over those curbs. That's what they'll come up and get you, man. You just got to be careful about that. As we'll get back up to speed and continue to keep driving. All right. Let's ride around here with Arn. We can also go over and ride around with him for a little bit because we haven't been able to ride around with Arn. Arn had himself a pretty decent Daytona out on the high banks. He was able to keep his car mainly out of trouble. Got caught up in some wrecks, and then on yesterday at the Kentucky race for the Player One Cup Series or the Player One Xfinity Series, kept his car pretty clean and just kept on using up his tires. Got himself involved in an accident at one point that kind of slowed him down a little bit, but he was able to keep up with the leaders. Just didn't seem to have that long run speed, and was able to nurse that thing home and get himself a top 5 after going over and wrecking that car yesterday. All right. Let's see. Let's move on to our next car here. Borges still riding around. All right, let's get over. Another man we haven't really rode around with yet today. Looks like, again, Thug is just kind of trying to mind his own business here. It looks like he's not a lap down yet. Looks like he's about 5 seconds behind, or 3 seconds behind Jeff. Doesn't have anybody behind him. He gets to just kind of ride around by himself. He's just taking it easy. It looks like he's just taking it around. And just taking it easy around there. Ooh, sliding a little bit over here. Oh, it looks like we got some tire smoke, so I'm going to guess that Jeff went over here and is squealing those Michelins. But again, we're now got ourselves all nice and spread out. It's kind of got to the point where everybody's just going to be chilling. As you can see now, Mini going over, hitting his braking points, getting in here into that butt stop. So we're now down. We're going to be down 3 cars here. So that only leaves us 8 cars left out on the track. And unfortunately, that means that Diesel is a lap down. So it kind of leaves only 7 cars in the light lap. But at some point, that 70 car is going to get lapped as well. Of Penelix. This comes through the front chicane. Looks like right here is where our battle will probably be later in the race between Mini. We do have Mini. And let's see. There's Borg still going, man. Pushing strong. And as you can see, Kyle's just been he's just in his own little zone here. So here we go. Here you go. You can see Kyle here. And let's see if we can see Mini. There's Mini all the way back there. Still kind of getting where the pit road exit is. Kyle's got himself in a really good spot here. It looks like that undercut actually worked out tremendous for Kyle. He is known as the master of the undercut. He liked to pull that a lot back in season 1 of the Rogue Energy Cup series, as the game was or as the series was involved in the Heat 5 series. Kyle liked to go over and always pull the undercut. Always worked out really well for him. So it looks like he's carried that on here into season 3 and over here into NR 2003 as well. Let's cut back to our leader and let's go over here. Let's go over and actually hop on board. And let's listen to as Neil is and see where his braking points are. We'll wait till he gets around, and we're just going to take a whole lap around with him here as he gets around to the front stretch. Let's take a whole lap around with our leader. Let's listen where he gets all his braking points and his shifts. See how smooth he is. Looks like it's about to catch up and catch the end and put Penelix a lap down. We did reach out to the drivers and asked if they would like to have green flag interviews. They all declined and told us to please broadcast, leave us alone and let us drive. So we will do just that and let them finish up the race. Ooh, we'll get a little bit loose there trying to get around that traffic. So we'll let the drivers drive. We'll leave them alone, and we'll just kind of keep logging our laps here as we're getting close here. We're about 15 laps to go. It looks like just underneath 15 laps to go. So these guys are going to keep logging their laps here. We've kind of hit a really good spot where it looks like Neil's kind of checked out. It looks like he's got himself about a 24-second lead. So barring anything crazy, any cautions or money shift himself, it looks like this Neil's kind of running away with this right now. So it looks like we're going to try to go back into the pack and see if we can't maybe grab some of these guys 2nd through 5th and try to go over and see how they're hanging on. So here's Borg still driving around. All right. So there you go. There's our second place. Oh, no. It looks like... Oh, Kyle must have gotten off somewhere. Oh, no. We missed it. It's the problem with road course racing. You just don't see those incidences like you do with intermediates and everything like that. Let's see if maybe we can go back and find it, since everybody's just kind of racing and chilling. Let's see if maybe we can go back and find ourselves a replay of when Kyle got off and lost it. As you can see, it must have been a while ago. He's running around just normal right here, but at some point we're going to see Kyle's going to have it. Oh, he pitted again. Oh, he pitted again. Oh, he's trying the short pit again. Okay, all right, never mind. We're gonna hang with him. We're gonna hang with him. All right, let's see what coming back alive. Let's just see how this turns out for Kyle. He is sitting right now, the last car on the lead lap, in 5th place, but he pitted early. So let's see if we can flip through some cars. All right, let's see. Jeff is not yet going in. Doesn't look like it. All right, so we are getting pit stops. We are getting green flag pit stops. So let's go over here and cut through. We got Minnie down pit road. We got, we're getting everybody. The green flag pit stops have begun. All right, let's cut back to our second place car with Minnie as he stops, and Jeff's going to be right behind him. So here we go. As they begin to get their pit stops, let's see how this works out. There goes Kyle. It's going to work out. He's going to get himself a massive lead. A massive second place lead. As they're just now getting off pit road. Is the undercut really going to turn out to be a fantastic move for Kyle? This could be a race-defining move as he is now getting through with his new tires, getting them warmed up, and right there, and there's Minnie. He's back to about the same distance he was before all the green flag pit stops and when he did his original undercut. This could turn out massive for Kyle and really lock up a second place finish, which would be great for him in the points championship. Kyle could inevitably become somebody that we need to start watching for of getting themselves a championship. He could be rearing himself into form, also racing with a controller. He's not even on a racing wheel like most drivers here in our, which is even more impressive that he's getting through all these shifts, doing all this road course racing on a controller. It's really impressive to watch him race like this today. He's having a great race. Kept the car clean. Hasn't done his typical Kyle mistakes. Let's see it without having Carter here. Can Kyle just run a flawless, clean race? That's what we're looking for here. And there goes Borger still. He's really still racing. I got to give him props. He is 6 laps down, but he's still trying. All right, here they go, getting through. Here comes Kyle up to the line. And now that cuts it down. Kyle is, yes, 40 seconds behind Neil, but it has put himself with a 12 or an 8-second gap between him and Minnie. Actually, no, a 13-second gap. He has a 13-second gap between him and Minnie. And then once, let's see, and a 20-second gap between him and Jeff. So he's got himself at a really, really good spot here. It looks like right now, everybody is very well spread out. There's not a whole lot of people in really close action, so we're going to just kind of go through the field here again. Let me see. So there is Penelex. Penelex has got himself right now running in the 17th position. There is Arn. Arn looks like his car is a little bit banged up here. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a closer look. Looks like looks like the back end of the car is the only part that is messed up here on his car. Everything else seems to be pretty clean on the car. It looks like he's just at one point in this race backed that thing up into the wall. We'll be able to try to find and locate that after the race. and see if we can't figure out where Arn had his big incident. Because it seems like they're, for the most part, everybody kept their car clean. Might have been an incident with Carl. Carl looked like he had some trouble at the beginning of the race. So maybe we can see if maybe that was Arn was involved in that later on. Because here he is, man. I am shocked that the stewards have not thrown a black flag on him yet. He's really trying to see how many laps he can log, which is, very impressive. I just got to admit. All right, let's go back to Diesel really quick. Let's take a look at where everybody's kind of... As he comes back out onto... looks like coming back out onto bank turn 1 and turn 2. He's right now running back in the 8th position. So he's really honestly the last car. If you're not counting Borgish, who's running around in reverse. He is the only car kind of running back here. So, and let's see if we could just cut through his cameras really quick. And right now, as you can see, he's running extremely slow. Let's ride around for a second. I think, does Diesel have a problem, or is he just driving slow? I think the 19 has an issue. I believe the 19 has lost gears as well. As you can hear, he's not going over and he's not picking up speed. And he's not shifting. The 19 has lost gears as well. He has money shifted as well. Oh, you hate to see him. He went over and probably caught one of those, lost his gears. It looks like he's just riding around in 4th gear as well. That is just heartbreaking to see that he has to keep driving around with just no gears. Let's see if we can. Let's see. Everybody else seems to be running in high gears. Got some shifting going on. Oh, look, here we go. We got a little bit of. Let's see if we got a little bit of racing here. Oh, Arn just kind of gets out of the way. Ah, I was hoping to have a little bit of action there to call off of. See if he drops it down to 1st. There you go, drops it down to 1st. Catches a little bit of the sausage curb there. As we go over, we'll take a lap along with Kyle as he goes past the start-finish line. Takes this wide turn. Starts dropping down the gears to get down here into the tight turn 1. Can be difficult. Squeals the tires there a little bit as he goes over and gets through this long turn 1. Starts cutting through a little bit of these S's. Get through the gears. As he comes up and he's going to come up to this nice tight turn. Not really a hairpin, just a very nice tight long turn. Very wide sweeping. You really want to get on the gas well before you really can. So here he goes. He's going to cut through the little kink here. Can be tricky if you go over. You can almost take it wide open if you got the right stuff. Looks like he's got to get off the gas a little bit. As he comes through, gets another little bit of a long sweeping right-hander. Another one. You really want to go over and step on the gas. Really give it the beans, but you can't do it there. It will cause you to spin out. As you get through the gears, it's like you just get up to a gear, you got to hurry up and drop out of it. This is where Kyle's been having a lot of tire squeal today. As he comes out, heads back out on the turn, banked 1 and 2 of Daytona. As now you just get up through the gears, get up as much speed as you can as you get ready to go up to the bus stop. Take it out wide, get right up against that wall if you can. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. And he begins to break down. Drops it down into 2nd gear. Gets to the bus stop. Cuts through there. Gets back out onto turns 3 and 4 of the banked Daytona. And let's see how he takes this front chicane one last time before we get back to action here. Gets right out of it. Starts to break it. Dropping it down 3rd, 2nd. Drops it down to 1st right about here. Hit the sausage curbs. Kicking around. And now back on it. And there is Kyle taking it all the way down as we are at about 10 laps to go. As we continue around the track. Right now, Kyle's still holding a massive lead. It's stretched it out. He's at about a 15-second lead now over Mini. And it looks like the third place mini is 31 seconds back, and they're all spread out about 3 to 6 seconds around from each other. So looks like everybody's kind of spread out, just logging their laps at this point and just trying to get themselves to the end. Again, race of attrition. I've said it a million times. You just want to go over and make sure that you don't do anything crazy. Don't blow up the car. Oh, it looked like I saw smoke for a second, and I didn't hear any engine noise. I thought for a second he did it. Another heartbreaker. Oh, Kyle. Into the wall! Kyle's into the wall! Into the wall! The car is massively damaged on the front end. Arn trying to give him a little bit of a bump start to get that car moving again. Oh, is the car damaged? How bad is it damaged? Oh, no! Could the heartbreak weekend continue for Kyle? As I was just about to cut away from him. The luck! The awful, awful luck! As he cuts down here to the bus stop. How much is that going to affect the car? Seems like he's running all right for right now. Oh, man. He's so close to the end. He just needs to nurse this thing to the end. That's going to take out a giant chunk of his lead over Mini, I think, there as well. As we cut over here, as he comes to the front chicane. There's Penelex. He's not so much worried. Is he? Oh no, he's pitting again. He's got to pit again. Could they not get to the end? Is this more heartbreak for Kyle? He's going to have to go over and tell him not to do any repairs, or it's going to go over to cost him a lot of time on pit road. Oh, the troubles. Pockrass Racing is just having a terrible, terrible day. Oh, and maybe they're doing more green flag. Here comes Minnie. You can see him up there going around the track. Jeff comes into pits as well. I think he's just fueling up. I don't see any tires going on the car. Jeff is just taking fuel. But now Kyle's going to be stuck here. He probably did not turn it off and tell him, I don't want any fixes. So his car is getting repaired. He's losing valuable, valuable time. They could potentially make it so he does not finish second place today, as he's been the perennial second place driver all day long. He's just sitting. Oh, he just sits in agony. He sits in agony. Let's see if we can cut back to Minnie really quick. As he's still on the infield. There goes Kyle. Kyle's got his car repaired. He's getting out of the pits. But now Jeff has gone over and pitted, and that's all that time lost. So Jeff is down through almost getting out of the infield at this point. He's coming up to one of the last turns. And he's just getting into the infield. All right, so we're going to come back over here to Minnie. We're going to see if Minnie's got a pit. Because if Minnie's going to pit, this is going to determine a lot of stuff here. This is going to make things very, very interesting as we come down. Here he comes down to the bus stop. Gets down. Shifts the gears easy. Cuts through there. All right. We're about to determine a lot. This is going to be a big moment here in this race. Big moment. Big moment here as he comes around turns 3 and 4. As he gets ready to cut through. Oh, where's my camera? There it is. All right, here we go. No. Minnie doesn't have to stop. Did Minnie potentially take it easy and run the... Oh, could he be potentially trying to save his stuff so that he did not have to pit again? Did he fuel strategy this race? And now he gets to run as hard as he wants. He's got himself a decent lead. He's still in third place. So right now, technically, Thug is sitting in second. Things just got wild, ladies and gentlemen. We've lost some stuff, so it's oh man, could things be getting crazy here? Could Thug potentially go over and fuel mileage his way, take care of the tires, and get himself a second place when he's been running perennially back in like 6th place all day long? This is some great strategy. As being in the booth and not being able to hear anything, I have no idea what's going on. This is going to be causing some craziness, I feel like. All right, let's ride around with Thug here a little bit, and let's just kind of see what potentially is going to happen here. All All right, here. Cutting through cameras a little bit too quick here. All right, he comes through the bus stop. I'm very curious where everybody's going to end up here. As we're getting here to the end of the race, as we're down to about 8 laps to go, probably coming to about 7 to go here, things are about to get very, very interesting, I feel. Let's see here. If he doesn't pit here in the next, like, 2 laps, Thug's going for it. Oh, I keep cutting away too fast. All right, here. This is he is going through. He is not stopping. Let's see. So Neil's got himself a 35-second lead. So he's about a half a lap ahead of everybody. Oh, is that Borg? Is that Borg? Oh, Borg is just stuck. Borg is just stuck. Oh, he's out. He's out. He's good. He's good. He's good. All right, here. So Kyle right now is sitting in 5th place. He's 40 seconds behind everybody. He is a long ways back. I don't think he's going to have the ability to get caught back up. I think that moment, that mistake, that hiccup cost him his 2nd place finish, which is a travesty. He ran a great race, and one mistake cost him all. All right, as he goes over. See, we got nobody on pit road right now. I think everybody else is in good shape, because Neil is going through the back chicane right now as we're about 6 laps to go, followed by Borg still trying, Thug. So our running order right now, just to fill you all in, we have the 27 of Neil in 1st. We have Thug in 2nd place, 16 seconds behind, followed by Minnie, who is another 10 seconds behind Thug, followed by Jeff at about 13 seconds behind Minnie, followed by Kyle, who is about, that would be about 40 seconds behind Jeff. Then the 20 of Arn, the 70 of Penelix, Diesel's riding around with only 4th gear, and Borg is only riding around with reverse. As there he is, Borg riding around in reverse. So, right now, the Thuggy might have just kind of fluked his way and Mickey Moused his way into a 2nd place finish here. It looks like he looks like his tires are dead. It looks like he's just trying to nurse it home. They are. Let's see. So he has a 17-second lead, or it's down to a 9-second. It is shrinking. Minnie is trying. Minnie is pushing. So here's Minnie. He's in the middle. He's getting out of it right now. He can probably see Thug. He sees him in his mirror. Oh, he gets off a little bit. All right. So there's Thug. And right back there you go. There's Minnie right there in the back. And we're going to keep trying to watch these intervals. And we're going to see if he can go over, make up all this ground. He's got time. It's about 5 laps. And Thug is going extremely slow compared to him. We are at a 9-second difference last time they came around. Let's see where we're at by the time we get back around. Okay, so there he is. So he's right down the middle of 3 and 4, or 1 and 2. All right, so he is coming up. Oh, this is shrinking. He's coming up to the bus stop. As Minnie is coming out of 2 right now. Let's see when they come back around where they stand. As Minnie goes over, he sends it through the bus stop. Gets out right now. As Thug is in the middle of 3 and 4. Okay, here we go. As he comes through the front chicane. Minnie gets in the wall a little bit there. He comes through the front chicane. Oh, Thug is having to pit. He has to pit. Does Minnie? No, Minnie's staying out. Minnie has now moved himself up to 2nd place with about 4 laps to go. Actually, about 5 laps to go. Sorry. He's trying to go over now. He has to take it easy. So Thug is on pit road. Okay. Here is Jeff. So now the race is really... Jeff needs to move Arn out of the way. Arn's getting in the way of Jeff. And Jeff's trying to go over and catch up. Okay, here we go. This is our race. We have found our race, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thug and Jeff. Thug's trying to go over. Get through here. He's trying to get back up to speed. As Jeff's now pushing. He got Arn out of the way. Thug's gunning it. He knows here's the race. It's going to be down to just a couple. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here we go. There he is. Just Thug have enough time. Can Thug get the tires up to speed? Get him up to temperature. Get the air pressures up to make sure that Jeff stays away. Is Arn going to be a menace and take out Jeff? We will have to wait to see. I think this is where our race is going to be. Arn just racing the shit out of Jeff right now. Don't know if it's just the fact that he hasn't really had any racing or not, but it's like, move, bitch, get out the way. Jeff's probably going over and being sick of it. He sees Thug up there. He knows he's racing for position. He knows the laps are ticking down. He's running out of time. He's got Arn all over his goddamn back bumper. This is where the race is at. We have found our race. Jeff's like, come on, man. Stop it. Is Arn going to Arn? Oh, we'll have to wait now to get back. Once you get past Borges, then we'll be able to cut back correctly. Okay. That's the distance. There is a pretty good distance. Thug might have been able to go over and get himself a third place finish out of this. But wait to see where everybody's at once we start cycling through here. All right, so as they come back around. There you go. You can see Jeff in the background. As they cross the line with 4 to go. Oh, Jeff screwed up. Oh, no. Jeff had an error. Jeff had an error. Oh, you hate to see it. Oh, no. That now goes over and puts Minnie up into second place, Thug into third, Jeff fourth, and Kyle still back there in fifth. Oh, man. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. You hate to see it as we come down here. We're about 3 laps to go. There's Borg just chilling right now. Let's go find where our leader is. He's back there on the chicane, heading back over there to the bus stop as Kyle goes over across the line. So let's cut back over here to our race leader. As he's trying to go over. He's just now trying to go over. He knows he's got this race locked up. It's in the bag. He can just take it easy. He's just hoping for nothing crazy to happen. No money shifts. No big errors. Nothing. He just wants this thing to finish up, get to green flag, and just take home his big W. I saw him come in earlier this week and say, oh, look, a road course. I know where I'm going to be on Saturday night. And I knew this was probably going to be our man to get this dub. He's also the man that brought in this setup to the race to make sure that we had ourselves a good setup. So I really appreciate him coming in and giving everybody a great setup to, oh, as he tries to loop it, it looked like, oh, he almost looped it. All right, let's cut back through here as he comes back down. Hi, Borg. Borg getting a lot of TV time. At least Steak and Shake is getting themselves their TV time. As Neil's just kind of driving around in his 27 car. You can tell he's just trying to take it easy here. Doesn't want to push it. Doesn't want to go over. He's down to about 2 laps to go. He's at about 2.5 laps to go right now. As he goes over and gets back up on here to the banks 1 and 2, heading back over to the bus stop. We'll go through the field here really fast. Just one more time. So we got Kyle back here. He's going through the front chicane as we speak. Jeff. So you have a little bit of space there, but it's just going to be too much. There's Kyle hitting there. I think it's just going to be too much for to be making up at this few laps. We have Arn. Pedalex, but look at Pedalex has kept the car so clean. You just got to give him props. He's kept the car clean the entire day. There's no scuffs. There's nothing. You know, one of these days, that's what you just got to have. You just got to have a points day. You know you're not going to be really in contention for the win. Just keep the car clean. Have yourself a good day. Stay out of trouble. And that's exactly what Pedalex has done. Unlike Borg. So let's cut back over. We got... Oh, I heard a shift there. So it looks like maybe Diesel has 1 gear back? Oh, I'm hearing some shifting. He must have stopped to get some repairs. All right, there is our third place car, but there is a big distance between him and Minnie. As we're coming down, we are at 2 to go right now. So we'll chill with our leader as he's going to go over here. Try to go and get through the infield. Get back out of here. Cutting it all between our cameras. We're doing a great job here. All right. Comes over here for our long sweeping right-hander. So he heads back out. This is where you go over, you brake, get back out under the bank turns of Daytona. Oop. As he rides around turns 1 and 2 of Bank Daytona. He's really dominated this race. He got stuck behind with our 1 caution, got himself stuck behind, got himself in traffic, must have had a long pit stop, but ever since then, he has just dominated this race. Which was to be expected. This is the definition of a road course ringer. So we're gonna go over here really quick. As he goes over, he gets through here. We're gonna get on board with him one time. We're gonna race this last lap along with him on board as he's just gone through, and he's gonna take the white flag. So let's go drive 1 lap around with Neil as he comes through the chicane one more time here. As we come up to the white flag lap. 1 more lap presented by Rogue Energy. As he takes a nice wide sweeping turn, takes it easy going into 1. This is where Neil has gone through. He's gone in and just stayed out of trouble. Didn't get himself in any issues. Raced clean, put the pressure on when he needed to, and just made sure that everybody else had issues. But for him, he's done a great job. So he goes over, takes the long sweeping right turn. Doesn't get on the gas too hard. He knows he's got plenty of time. He's got himself a 32-second lead. So he's going over, getting through the gears, getting through the kink here. Takes it easy. Don't overdrive it. Don't cause any issues. Starts to go down through the gears. No money shifts. Take your time. Drop the RPMs low. Long sweeping. Get back up. Shift it. You're going to shift it here about 2 times before. And you immediately jump it down your 2 shifts. Take it easy on that nice left-hander. Get back out. I got a little bit of wheel spin, but that's fine. Goes back out here on the banks 1 and 2. Getting up through the gears. Taking it easy. I'd just also like to make sure to thank everybody who's watched today, chatted along. I appreciate everybody staying along as we've had our technical difficulties, and I appreciate everybody kind of going along as we get ready to go through the bus stop, of supporting the channel, supporting as we go over and we continue to keep expanding on this broadcast style for the Rogue Energy Cup Series. I hope that we continue to keep finding ways to improve this more and more as the season goes along. So you'll definitely want to stay tuned as we continue to go through. As Neil comes out of bank 4, goes through the front chicane, starts dropping through the gears, takes it easy, takes this nice little kink as he goes over, keeps it clean, and easily gets himself a nice big fat win as Neil crosses the line, checker flag, as Neil goes over and gets the W here at the Daytona Road Course. Congratulations, Neil. That was a well-deserved win. Very clean, very deserving. So let's cut back to our 2nd place driver. As Minnie goes through, completes the front chicane, and is going to easily go over here and take home a 2nd place finish. Congratulations, Minnie, on your 2nd place finish. As we cut over to Thug, who really kept his car clean, didn't do anything crazy today, said he was just going to ride around, did exactly that, comes through the chicane one more time, and is going to grab the 3rd place finish. Congratulations, Thug. Well deserved. Nice strategy and keeping the car clean. All right, let's cut back over here to Jeff. Jeff went over. Kind of had an up and down race. Seemed to be a little bit all over the place. Having great moves here. Some tough moves there. but is going to go over, get through the chicane, and bring home the 4th place finish. Congratulations, Jeff. Way to go over and keep the car underneath you. Congratulations. And one more time, we will cut to him. I feel so bad. It's been a rough weekend for the man. Thought he had himself a nice 2nd place finish there. Unfortunately, got into the wall late in this race. Had to pit again, fix the damage. And Kyle, our last finisher to finish on the lead lap, finishes 5th. Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, as now Kyle goes over and dumps the car. Congratulations, everybody. So there it is, everybody. We went through all 43 laps. We had 5 cars finish on the lead lap, but only 9 cars. Borgish with only reverse actually finishes the race. Congratulations, Borges. That's impressive right there. Get a little bump. Way to at least run this thing all the way through in reverse. That is just wow. That is I don't even know what to say. It's got to be a disappointing race, but you know what? You went over and you actually finished every lap that you could. That's all you could ask for in a situation like this. So I'm really happy that he could at least do something there, get something done. You can only appreciate that. And we're gonna. As also my NR has crashed, so we're just gonna go right here and use this from season 3, Daytona road course. We're gonna start saving some stuff here really quick. Oh, I do see. Yes, his engine did blow, and he's trying to finish up right now. He's getting a push from Mini, trying to get across the line. Man, oh man. What a race what a tough race. Tough race. As we wait for everybody to kind of wrap up here, get out of their cars, as I crash NR myself. Start pulling everything up. And there I am as I fall through unacceptable levels. Man, oh man. Went through, destroyed the race. Just destroyed the racing there, gentlemen. So I'm waiting for everybody to kind of back out and finish this all up. I'm waiting for everybody to finish up and back out of the server so that way I can make sure I save the replay for everybody here. It was definitely a race. That happened. What are you going to do? So I believe I have everybody out. So I'm going to save the replay now. We're going to do Daytona road course RECS. Replay has been saved. All right. Well, you can't expect every race to be, it's road course racing. We got to see what kind of driving you guys have. We want to expect we want to see, push you guys to your limits and see if you can really do everything that you can. But, it is what it is. It's, you win some, you lose some. You definitely want to go over and see what everybody else can do, though. Neil just kind of ran away with that one, though. Yes, I did see that Diesel did have some issues there. So it is what it is. You win some, you lose some, gentlemen. I applaud you guys for sticking it out there and trying to go over and try to go and finish everything off. I was following along our leader to see where he was going to finish to broadcast his call. Trust me, we had lots of issues with today's event. We did the best we could. Is there anybody else that do we need to do any post-race interviews or anything like that? I know that everybody seemed to have some issues today, and just kind of took it easy once we started to realize what we were dealing with there, and just try to everybody just try to stay clean. I know that for a fact. So. I applaud everybody who tried to race this race today. I know it's definitely a difficult race. It's definitely a difficult track. It's not an easy track to run. It's one of the harder road courses out there. So just applaud yourselves for going over. Borgish for running the entire race essentially with only fourth gear or reverse. So applaud you for that. I saw Diesel at one point. It looked like he was down a couple of gears until he got his car fixed. I feel sorry for Kyle for really pushing it. And trying to go over and have a good race, but it looks like just once again, Lady Luck just bit him in the ass there. We'll be able to see if anybody wants an interview. If not, I will let everybody go. So I'm going to post in really quick and say, anyone want a quick interview? All right. I'm good. Nobody wants to speak, and that's all right. I'll let you guys go. Yes, the review will be out. I know looking at next week, what we're looking at here, we're back to regular, not road course racing. You're going to be back. We're going to be running the high banks of Rockingham next week. So let me see here. Let's see what everybody else is saying now. Everybody says that they're good. But yes, if anybody wants to have a discussion, I am more than happy to. But it looks like a lot of people are kind of saying that they. Let's see if we can't. Let's see if we can't grab our winner here. It looks like now I'm getting some people that are willing to talk. So let's grab our winner here really quick and do a quick chat with them. Hey, our race winner. It looks like you had yourself a pretty clean race. From above, what'd you do to kind of keep the car clean? It looks like you only really had one time that you were in a little bit of trouble there after our first yellow flag, or our only yellow flag. How was the racing out there for you today?
For the most part, yeah, it was all about keeping the mistakes away. Mini Me 3 was keeping up that whole first stint until the yellow, and Kyle, like, he was keeping up after I got through him after the yellow, so some other fast cars there, but it was just mistakes.
Yeah, it looks like you were
fell
taking
off the track when I went through there. Sorry.
No.
Coming onto the oval, I'm not sure how easy it would have been to get through him otherwise, and apparently he picked up damage from that, and that's when he fell back. Kyle burned up his tires, I suppose. That's why he fell back, and for me, it was just clocking off the laps.
Yeah, it looked like once you kind of got away from everybody, looked like obviously the first stint everybody was kind of hanging with you. We were noticing that as well. But it looked like once that yellow flag and you kind of got past all the people. Did you have a situation on pit road that got you stuck behind everybody?
I every time I went into a braking zone in the first stint of the race, I thought, man, I can go in the brakes later. I can go even later. And I was picking up time as I went. Like my lap charts, like a high 52 and then a low 52, and I was in the 51s. Now you get to my pit stall, I think, okay, from 50 miles an hour, I can stop in no time. Right through the pit box.
I was wondering because we cut back and you were just behind everybody. I went, well, what happened there?
Slam into the reverse, like smash the throttle and too far back. Got to pull forward again.
Well, it looks like at the end of the day, you found something out. It made it so that way when you did your green flag pit stops, you didn't seem to have any issues there. And yeah, you are the definition of a road course ringer here today. Once you grabbed that lead, it looks like it was just smooth sailing, keeping the tires underneath you and just running a smooth race and just trying to make sure that nobody else had anything for you.
That was the goal, and it turns out it worked out. Apparently, Aiden Smith nicked me by 3 seconds for fastest lap. I wonder how that happened. But
hey, you know what? At the end of the day, he might have got you for fastest lap, but you get to go over and take home the trophy. So I appreciate you coming out, and I'm sure the next time we have a road course, I'm going to have you going out there and road course ringing it up against us again. So appreciate you coming out, and congratulations on your win once again.
Count on it, and thank you. I'll be back.
Oh, I'm glad. Thank you for schooling everybody. We appreciate it.
Thanks for putting the race on.
No problem.
It's a lot of fun.
I appreciate it. Okay, so there was our race winner. Let's see here. It looks like we had Thug that finished. Let's grab Minnie and see what Minnie has to say since he finished in second place. Let's see if he's got anything to say. Hey, Minnie. Congratulations on your second place finish. Looked like you were having some issues there with trying to keep up with Kyle there, but it seems like in the long run, it ended up being working out for you strategy wise. What did you see out there today?
Yeah, I mean, Neil was kind of lights out. I was trying to keep him honest at the start of the race, and then I stupidly ran into a wall in the caution. That gave me a lot of more damage than I thought I would get. Um, I repaired that under the first green flag pit cycle and lost 13 seconds to Kyle, so that wasn't great. Um, but it was a good rally. We came back. Only made a small error out of one. But beyond that, good pace overall. Just need something a better driver for the 27.
Yeah, something just told me once he got into this race and he realized that we were on a road course, it was going to be game over, and it was more of a who can finish in second place and get it. So I did notice that you were fighting with Kyle out there for a long time, Jeff out there for a long time, trying to keep everybody honest. It just seemed like there towards the end, your strategy worked out a little bit better than everybody else's, and maybe you had those incidents before early in the race, but it seemed like after you got through there, you kept the car pretty clean.
Yeah, keeping the car clean. Kyle had some big issue that cost him a ton of time, and then um, Jeff also had some issues through there. So yeah, just able to keep it clean. That I felt like I could have. It kind of depends. I think I would have been pretty close to Kyle if he didn't mess up um prior to the last pit cycle. 'Cause I took two, and yeah, I think he would have taken four. So it would have been interesting to see if I could try and get by him with the inferior tires. But overall, Ally Boss Motorsports Chevy was pretty stellar today. Just needed a little bit more, or a lot more, I guess, for the 27.
Yeah, it seems like just nobody had anything for him today once those green flags went. So appreciate you coming out today. I know it was probably a long race, difficult race, and lots of concentration. So thanks for coming out, and congratulations again on your second place finish.
Yeah, thank you. And Theater Thug sucks. Bye.
Yeah, bye. And speaking to our sucky third place finisher per mini, Thug, third place finish, kept the car clean, stayed out of trouble. Seemed like you're always stuck in about sixth or seventh place throughout the entire race, but in the end, come home with a podium finish.
Yeah, we kept the car, like you said, kept the car clean all night. I started in the back because I thought we were gonna all wreck into turn one, and we actually kept it clean, so that was nice. But yeah, I sped on pit road on that first pit stop. I had to go to the back twice, and yeah, just kind of kept the car clean. You know, took advantage of other people's mistakes, and yeah, so we had a really fast number 88 GoDaddy Camaro. Hopefully, we can have more runs like that. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it seemed like was it your strategy the entire time to just kind of stay out of trouble, take it easy, not really push on those tires for a long time, and then just try to see where you would finish at the end, or did it just kind of work out that way with everybody else having some errors and the pit strategy?
Oh yeah, that was definitely my plan going into it. My whole plan was just stay out of trouble and just kind of, quietly work my way up through the field. And because after the disconnect at Daytona, I really needed points, so I wasn't going to take any risks whatsoever and just try to be as safe as I possibly could. And didn't take tires on that last pit stop and was able to keep it in third. So yeah, it was definitely a little nerve wracking. Being down in the field for the first part of the race, but a couple of people ran into issues. Kyle unfortunately had engine issues, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, we were able to kind of take advantage of a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I was really hoping there once I noticed that you were getting out of your last pit stop and Jeff was catching up. I was really hoping that maybe you guys would have a nice little battle there, but it looks like right after that he had himself his a little issue in the front chicane and kind of made it so that way you would be able to pull away. So he looked like he was going to be able to keep up, but it looks like he also had to battle Arn, and you know how that goes.
Yeah.
So thanks again. Congratulations again on your third place finish. Thanks for coming out today and racing. I know it's a really hard race, a lot of gear shifting, and really it's a race of attrition. So thanks again for coming out. Congratulations on your third place finish, and I'm sure we'll see you out next week at Rockingham.
Yep, for sure. Thank you.
All right, and that wraps it up for me, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you guys all for watching. We also have some more technical difficulties we'll keep working through. Hopefully, we'll be able to fix some stuff so the broadcast runs smoother. I should have my partner back in the booth next week, so that'll also help out a lot. So I appreciate everybody coming out and talking to me. giving off a good race. Yeah, it's a road course. We didn't have as many racers. People just prefer not to be in road courses, and that's okay. But I think overall we had a lot of fun today, and yeah, these guys showed off once again why they're some of the best racers out here in NR 2003. Next week again, we'll be on the high banks of Rockingham. So a little bit more of a short track racing feel. So that should be interesting. I'm sure we'll get lots of pushing, baiting, banging, some tempers flaring. It's going to be an incredible race, and I can't wait to see you guys all there. Again, that'll be next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're interested in going over and racing with any of us at any point, feel free to join our Discord. It's going to be linked. It's linked in my Twitch channel, on Twitter. It's going to be in the VOD of this stream, and also on the YouTube channel. So come out and join us. You'll be able to run in our Player One Coffee series. We always race those on Fridays on 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the Xfinity package. And next week we'll actually be at Myrtle Beach, racing over there and having some short track racing ourselves. I've been your host, Alex Green, or Spartan Warrior MSU. Thanks again so much for watching. This has been the Rogue Energy Cup Series. We will see you next week. See you, everybody.